Hey guys, what's going on? It is Talk Forest TV back again with another live video talking all things Forest. A lot of news is going about Forest at the minute with such things as incomings and outgoing. I just spoke last night about Marcus Maddison, Jack Marriott, um, obviously Edward Roberto. Today there's been a little bit more in terms of the players that are actually here and how the loan signing could be making permanent and outgoings with say like your out of contract players who probably is looking more likely that there's going to be quite a few outgoings. But it's more to the point of Jack Hobbs, obviously the centre half who'd been at Forest since Billy Davis' second era. Um, it's quite a weird one, I think. Jack Hobbs, obviously he has been injury prone over the last couple of years, and obviously with him, it really hampered his progress at Forest over the last couple of years. It has been quite disappointing that he hasn't featured as much as Forest fans would have wanted him to feature because potentially he is our best centre half at the club, and what can I say about him? Didn't nothing much wrong about him, but bar his injuries. Obviously there were reports came out probably late last night around 10 o'clock. It reported him with I moved to Peterborough. Funny enough, especially with what is going off with Jack Marriott and Marcus Madison. Obviously, Jack Hobbs is out of contract in the summer. But he has came out and said Steve Evans and spoke about how it is too much of a risk if they do bring in someone like Jack Hobbs to the club because of his injury record and that how he hasn't featured as much as he should be over the last couple of years. It is quite sad to see that he hasn't, but obviously injuries have hampered him with his back, with his groin, and unfortunately it has hampered him. So Steve Evans last came out and said that it is too much of a big risk, especially with Peterborough probably not having a big massive contract wages structure there. It does sound like he ain't gonna go there with everything going off. So it is a bit disappointing for um, Jack Hobbs if he doesn't, because obviously he would like to get one of the games in the side, and that with everything, all he needed game time to actually get his fitness back up. So it's a shame to say the least. But I think he just need to get somewhere where he can play games, and that unfortunately it won't be at Forest, especially with Yodu playing as many games like he is. Danny Fox came to the front. Unfortunately, Joe Worrell innocent at the minute, but obviously injury hampered him. So obviously Hobbs were not getting, and obviously Peterborough being the latest club, first club to link with him since it been in that set he's set to leave at the end of the season. Hopefully wherever Jack Hobbs does go, that he does actually play games and actually um, feature a lot more than he has done. So wait and see on Jack Hobbs. Obviously we're all expecting players like Jack Colback going, but obviously I would like to see him sign, but it'd be one of them one with Jack Colback if he does sign or not. Do get your comments coming in on this. Alright. Jack Hobbs, Jack Colback. Obviously Jack Colback has been playing well for Forest this season. With Ben Watson that centre midfield. So it is quite a good one. Obviously Jack Colback is set to go back. We have been linked with him over the course of the since it has been announced last week that he is set to be released by Newcastle United. So it will be an interesting one to say the least. The other player that I've mentioned in the title of this, it's Lee Tomlin, the Cardiff midfielder, attacker. It has been said today more to say the least that we should be signing him permanently. Obviously, if Forest fans want him to stay at the club, um, what can I say about Lee Tomlin? We should be signing him permanently. It's that sort of player that is a a big threat for Forest, and with him signed permanently, I think it will be a good signing to say the least. I think he will be that sort of player that we do actually need at the club with this attacking intent, and I think it will be a good signing. Tommy said it in the post today, but he has came out and said that we should be signing him. I think, especially if we do sign him, and especially with Madison on the wings and Mike Cass and Joe Dollar, it would give us a lot more balance. And I think Tomlin is that sort of number 10 that we do need at the club, because I think that's experience enough. I think it will give us that great balance to say the least. So I think it will be a good signing. I think Pantilimon, unfortunately, last couple of games we have missed that, especially with us being saved. I know Quantois said that he wants to give Capino a chance, but obviously Pantilimon been having some family problems, which is unfortunate. Do you get your comments coming in? Obviously, I do like to see you guys comment and get your opinions on things. I think it's always like your opinion. It is the channel for fans by a Forest fan. I think obviously Lee Tomlin will be a good signing if we do get him in permanently. Obviously we do need that sort of attacking midfielder in there. Obviously with Jakov set to leave, it's obviously I bet we are looking at another centre half to come into the club, because I think we do need that little bit more of a strength in depth. So it will be an interesting summer. Obviously, Quantoy is looking at more than 10 players to say the least to actually spin into the club, um, to actually strengthen it and actually build a lot more strong squad, because obviously we have got a squad inherited by a load of managers that obviously our centre midfield will be a problem. Obviously with probably David Thorne set to leave, Chrissy Cohen retiring, Jack Cole back going back. Obviously well done, I've got your breakthrough and Booch, and especially with these only three, and we had Grand Chorus playing at the minute with playing either Big Cut in front of them, Guardiola in front of them. I can see us actually strengthen that centre midfield a lot more, but it will be interesting to see if we do keep some of that Boots. She's not really featured up to that Bristol City game on Saturday, so I think it will be an interesting summer with them sort of players to say the least. Thank you for watching Talk Forest TV. Please like, share, come subscribe to the channel as per usual, and let's say thank you and goodbye.